Welcome guys. This video is about linear inequality. So linear inequality is actually the extension part of linear equations. It can be in one variable or maybe in two variables. So we'll start with one variable and then we'll jump to two variables. So as you can see, I have a line here on my graph, x equals to 4, and it's a vertical line passing through 4. Okay, so you can see the graph area. I have used two words, unwanted area and wanted area. So for each inequality, we will divide the coordinate plane in two parts. One would be wanted and one would be unwanted. Okay, so x equals to 4 is a line and it's dividing in two parts. One is on left and one is on right. But when we have inequality, for example, x greater than equals to 4, let's see what will happen to this. Look, if x is greater than 4, the wanted area is on the right hand side because all the values of x are bigger than 4, like 6, 8 or any value you choose. And on the left side we have unwanted area. And if you change the sign, x less than equals to 4, the shaded part will come on this side. Okay, so I'm gonna hide this. I hope you understand this. X greater than 4 means there are infinite number of values which can satisfy this inequality. That's why we are saying wanted area is shaded, unwanted area is unshaded. Okay, fine. Let's try with y. Okay, y equals to 3 is a horizontal line. Again, it divides the coordinate plane in two parts. One is above and one is below, but we don't know which one is required, or like wanted or unwanted. So that will depend on the inequality. For example, I have inequality y greater than equals to 3. So I hope you got it. So the blue area is satisfying the inequality. So we can say that is the wanted area and unwanted area is below the line, because y is greater than equals to 3. So 4 is greater than 3, 6 is also greater than 3. So all those values are greater than 3 for y, but below they are less than. So guys, this is about vertical and horizontal line. It's pretty easy. You can decide based on the inequality which area is wanted and which area is unwanted. So let's take one inequality with two variables. For example, y greater than equals to 2x minus 1. First of all, you need to know how to plot a line. If you don't remember, ignore the less than or equal to sign. Okay, just equate y and 2x minus 1 equals. Choose some random values of x and get values of y. For example, x0 will give you y equals to minus 1. X equals to 2 will give you 2 times 2 4 minus 1 3. 2 points are enough. You can even take more. Plot those 2 points and connect to make a line. Okay, so 0 and minus 1 is just below the origin. 2 and 3, so I can have a line here. So it's like a diagonal line, not horizontal or vertical. So we got the line already. Now this line is dividing the whole space, the whole surface in two parts, on the top left and the bottom right. Okay, so we can mark some points, like I'm marking with green dots, like A, B, C or D, E, F. Okay, then we are going to choose which area is required. Okay, let's take some values of A or B and then we can make it satisfy in the inequality. That will help us to decide which area is required. So for required area, let's take a point. For example, it's 10 0. You can take that, or you can take on the top left corner, like minus 5 and 5. You can choose any random point. Okay, so I'm choosing negative 5 and 5 for my inequality. Y greater than equals to 2x minus 1. So minus 5 and 5 is x and y, you know better. Substitute the values. Y is 5 greater than equals to 2 times negative 5 minus 1. 5 greater than negative 10 minus 1, which gives you 5 greater than equals to negative 11. And yes, 5 is a positive number. It's always greater than a negative number. So it's true. It means the point negative 5 and 5 will be included in the required area. Okay, so we can shade the area towards that particular point, negative 5 and 5. And on the opposite side, like 10, 0 will not satisfy. So that will be towards the unwanted area. Okay, and we can verify it. If you plug 10 and 0 in your inequality, you will see this is false. That's why it will help us to decide that this is the unwanted area. So always select one point in two parts of the areas. Try to plug in the inequality and see if it is true, that is the required area. If it is not, then it's unwanted area. Let's check with 10 and 0. So y is 0 greater than 20 minus 1, 0 greater than 19, which is false. 0 is never greater than 19. Therefore, this point should be in the unwanted area. But very important thing here, generally in exams, you will see it's not required. We can see from the other graphing software, x greater than equals to 4. So the area is on the right hand side of 4. It's a vertical line. Check with y. Y is less than equals to 10. So below 10. All the values are covered in this inequality. If you choose both, then there are some areas which are covered in both. But there is some area which is not covered in both, like the white part. Let's take another line, 3x minus 4y greater than 12. It's a dotted line because we are not considering equals to 12. It means we are not considering solutions on the line. Okay, we are considering solutions only in one area, either below or above. Okay, so we can say why that area was shaded. So my equation was 3x minus 4y greater than 12. So I can choose any one point, for example, x equals to 5 and y equals to 10. This will help us to decide is it true or not. Okay. Plug in the values. 15 minus 20. 4 times 10 is 40, sorry, greater than 12. So minus 25 greater than 12, which is false. Which means this point 5 and 10 should be there in unwanted area. Okay, so we can choose it 5 and minus 5 and 10 or whatever was point that. So if we choose any other point, we can verify it, like for 5 and 10. See, 5 and 10 is unwanted area. Okay, because it is not included in the inequality. So make sure you always try to get that unwanted and wanted area. So this is the list what you should do. First of all, plot a line, ignore greater than or equal to sign, less than sign, sorry. Just focus on equal to sign. Sometimes it's not even given equal to. Okay, no need to worry. For a line, we have to take it. Select one point in the two areas, okay, and decide which one is required or not. If it satisfies the inequality, it is in the required area. Third, we can shade. But remember, shade according to the question. If in question they say shade unwanted area, so you should do the opposite. Okay, like generally in graphing softwares, this is the required area. The shaded area is required area. Okay, we can see multiple equations as well. So for example, let me change one equation. Y is less than negative 10. See, so the shaded part is wanted or required area, but in exams they may ask you to shade unwanted area. So you can have that area over there. Thank you.